Awesome. So, thank you everyone for being able to come to the town hall. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's exciting to be able to have the second one. If you didn't make the first one, then you don't know it, the alpha. But grab your cuppa, because it's now time to get going. We'll be talking about the events, the wins, what we got planned for summer. And then I think each week I like to do like a little bit of Caps Alpha. Like, what have I been hearing around? And perhaps if any of the members had any cool sneak peeks to share, we can chuck that in there as well. This is kind of the format we'll do for the town halls for now. Talk about a couple of things going on, the events, and then jump into the roundtable afterwards. So, first of all, there is also one more thing to mention is that just like the ecosystem call where they have a bounty to write a recap, we're also doing that. So if anyone wants to earn an extra 20 quid for pays for your week's coffee, you just quickly write a recap of what we talk about here in the town hall and then share that on Twitter. You'll get a retweet from us if you tag us. I'll also put it in as an XP bounty in a second as well, so you'll be able to earn some extra XP for writing out the thread. And yeah, the best one will get a lovely 20 quid bounty. So, now, without further ado, let's get down to business. The events. What have we been up to this week? What's been going on? Well, we had our first London adventure. So I can see Ems, you was able to jump in it with us. I think that's actually, that's it from his crowd. So there's plenty more adventures for everyone else to be able to join us on. So it's kind of started off at NAS Summit. We was able to go there. Solana was sponsoring it. So we got a couple tickets to go early in the morning. Then we had our leaders lunch. So our first one during the tour went great. And now this second one with Monkey DAO coming to join us in UK Bears again, then it was a great place to be able to come together. Some really cool conversations happening, which I love to be able to see. It was nice just being able to like sit there and watch everyone converse, and yeah, it was awesome. We then had some British cocktails and then ended up in an arcade at the very end of the night. If you notice that we left stickers around there, and someone claimed them and got XP. So that's like another thing that we want to be doing on these adventures. I'll give like a sticker to each member and they can go around and plant it somewhere. So then if someone else finds it and puts it on Twitter, we can be given XP. So kind of like planting our mark around. And then we had obviously the monkey madness that was going on last week with Monkey DAO's lovely historical barrel raffle and their gem free mint. We had obviously joined us for the lunch, and we had some great brunch and drinks on Monday as well. I wasn't actually able to make the drinks because I had this little VC gardening to be doing, trying to plant seeds, for any members who are wanting to be raising or going through that, just kind of establishing more of those connections in the UK. So yeah, it was cool to be able to see all the different sort of events going on, and thank you for everyone who was able to join us. Here's to many more. Now, onto the fun stuff, our lovely members wins. So, first of all, Uzi, I don't think he's quite here at the moment, but his mint's been going amazing. All of the hype being generated is great to be able to see. So, if you haven't checked out what he's up to, he's doing some really cool things with his mob studios. That's what we want to be doing. We want to be making sure to be spotlighting all the members coming in. So, give him a follow if you haven't. It's quite cool. And then we've got Ems in the building. His lovely test play for Moonboy Universe launched. So you can now go over to the website, drop it in. Ems, did you have the link? You can slide into the chat for everybody to be able to check out. But yeah, it's a really cool game. There'll be leaderboards for everyone to be able to compete with one another. And this is just kind of the very start of what Ems building with his lovely studio. So exciting to see many more things start to drop out. And yeah, awesome. Shout out to Ems. And then the little secret. So this is something that we discovered on the first London Leader adventure, was the new secret source of Superteam UK. So Mike, being the storyteller from Metabards, kind of then wrapped us all up. It's like, cool, we've got the secret source now. And so we're going to be getting some like HP stickers, and we're going to be playing around. So if you ever hear us joking around HP brown sauce, the inside joke is that that's like the UK's secret sauce. Like no one else in the world, like no other countries really have brown sauce. It's kind of only in the UK. And so, especially when speaking to Americans, like, what is brown sauce? Gravy? And it's like, no. And so for us, that's our secret source. So just so you know, you're in the know of the inside joke. And then I can see Juicy's already joining us. Juicy's doing some really cool things. He's created up his lovely new expedition on exchange art, so you should check that out. And just want to shout out, like, he had a couple sales of your artwork, which is amazing to be able to see. I think it's really nice for us to be able to be shouting out artists who are doing well. And yeah, this was really cool to see, Joski. Keep up the amazing work. And we've had a few new members be joining us as well. So they'll be coming in. So K-Dot, he runs a recruitment company in the UK and been working on Web3 for a couple of years. And so he's been building out all those connections, building this really cool CV database for everyone, but ultimately being able to be that person to go to if you're looking for full-time work, and within then the Superteam network, he'll be a big part. So if you're ever wanting to sign, like, you can reach out to him, and then over time we'll be able to introduce him to everything we do as well. So that's really cool. Remember to be joining us. Had like a little bit of a strategic partnership going on as well. We also then have Nick. So Nick has just received our first Instagrant for his project Assister, which is going to be a co-pilot for developers. His MVP that they'll build out for it is a Discord bot using a LLM AI bot for kind of asking dev questions. So if you struggle with something, you can use the bot to be able to get an answer, and their dynamic LLM will be able to answer it. So using the power of AI and integrating that in will be cool to be able to see how they do with that Instagram. And then we have Boo. Boo is joining us as a really cool artist. If you know, like, Toshi, she's been working very closely with him on ministry art and everything they're being able to do with things. So I'm sure, like, Drewski knows all about her, and yeah, so she's like an absolute powerhouse. To be exciting to coming in. She's moving to London in a couple months, so she'll be more active in the community then as well. Very cool. So now coming into summer, what have we got planned? What are we up to? What are we doing? Where's the main focus? So we're going to be having events, obviously. So there's a couple partners that we're lining up for end of July, mid-August, of having a couple of nice mixers. And then we are planning another leaders lunch, so keep an eye out on that. I'm quite keen to get up to Edinburgh as well during the Fringe in August. So at the beginning of August we could have a little trip there. I will actually be in Edinburgh next week, so if there's any Scottish Solana people, maybe we could put like a little improv meetup there. But yeah, that's going to be exciting for us to be hosting different events across the UK and making sure that everyone here gets all the inside scoop. So we'll always post it into the Discord to keep up to date, so you make sure you don't miss one. Just seen a question in there about the hacker house. So there's not going to be one this year. We don't know about next year either, but what we are doing is our own co-working spaces. So in August, we're going to rent out for a couple of weeks our own space, so everyone can have that space in London. We're looking at a really cool office building by London Bridge, so that's going to be awesome for everyone to be able to go to. And I'll tie that in with a little bit of the alpha that I have later on, but because that question came up, I gave it to a bit sooner. And then in general, we're going to have quite emphasis on bounties. We want to be making sure there's opportunities for people to be earning, and also how can we use that as a way to allow everyone to have that piece of building the super team with us. The XP is here to add like little micro things. I need to increase the frequency of what we're having, so I appreciate if you guys have any suggestions for what you would want, please always share that and we can make that happen. I think there's lots of cool things that we could do with it, and starting off like finding stickers to writing threads, talking about what we're doing will be exciting. And then in terms of like Instagrants and stuff, that there's opportunities open for everyone here to get some additional grant funding to be hosting a series of events in the UK, or even like the little pizza fund between it, which is like £300. You can bring together a few people in your local area, and we can help fund that to be able to make sure that the brand's going out there. We can probably send some t-shirts and stickers alongside you as well. So yeah, so like if anyone wants to be hosting those little events, feel free to be able to let us know, and those Instagrams then expand out to any side or any project that you're working on, and we can help be able to support there. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then our collaborations kind of coming thick and fast, like being able to connect with everyone in space and speaking with people is nice to be able to see. And yeah, that's going to be a big part of what we're trying to do, connect us, hosting things together. So yeah, thank you very much on Now, if there's no other questions on what else we're going to be up to, I would love to be able to fire in some of the alpha. So, first things first is that there's going to be a summer hackathon called Only Possible on Solana, and this is going to be in August. It's going to be held by the Lampert DAO, and it's going to be another big community hackathon for everyone to get involved in. So, if anyone is ready and being able to build, you can go into this summer one, and that also allows you to continue working on it into the global one. So you kind of get like best of both worlds. If you start in the summer one, that then leads into the end of autumn one, and it kind of works really well to allow you to get extra work. So check this out. This is going to be coming soon. They haven't announced it yet, so that's why it's some little alpha that I've heard from behind the scenes. We'll be hosting our co-working space during the middle of this, so a lot of the attention around that will be like cool, like going to the hackathon. I'm quite keen to have our own little side thing that we can build out here around creators and artists, and allowing them to be able to contribute into the hackathon as well. It's something that's going to link on to what the global hackathon is doing, is having its own creator section alongside it. So you've got the builders coding and creators creating. And so for us, I think that's going to be a really nice way to bring everyone together. So there's something for everyone to be able to contribute. And in the very summer one, we can do our own thing. So I'm keen to talk to members, and perhaps something that we can talk about in the roundtable afterwards. Is what are the sort of things that we would like to be able to see in a creator side hackathon. And then when we get into the global one, we'll be able to see what the official one sides are. But yeah, there's going to be exciting things there, and these hackathons are a great way to get on the Solana Foundation's radar, to be able to get an extra exposure, to motivate the team to do a sprint. There's lots of really cool things that hackathons do. So exciting to be able to be helping everyone, guiding that. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting time. We're kicking off things nice and fast. I'm keen to be able to be speaking with more of the members, showcasing all of their wins, and having our next events that will be coming up. So the last thing to say is just that, remember, members jump into the round table afterwards, and I want to leave you guys with a lovely quote of, I heard from Steve Jobs, that I think is quite nice for all the builders in the audience, but it's like, everything you see in life was made up by people no smarter than you, so you can change it. And yeah, well, I hope everyone's been able to enjoy the town hall. Let's fucking go. Let's get some rockets. Let's get some goes in the chat. And I look forward to catching you guys for the next town hall. Was there any questions anyone had before we siphon away into the members chat? Oh, awesome. All right then, guys. Thank you all for being able to come on out. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.